Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's Brianna Ray from BriIY here to bring you an impulsive gift that I need to have finished in... It is exactly 10 a.m. right now and I have something to do at 1 o'clock. So that means I have 3 hours to complete this woodworking project, which is ambitious to say the least, but I think we can do it. Today is my sister's birthday party and I have a new toy that I want to play with. It's a scroll saw. And I remember back when I took woodworking, back in, my youth, if you will, I did some woodworking. I had a woodshop class that I participated in and I loved it. And we made a really nice set of bookends. Now, I made mine themed around, to be frank, an anime. And I think I got rid of them quite a long time ago. But I did really well on it. I think I got a 200 out of 200. I don't even think, I'm not even really certain that my art teacher really even looked at them. I think he just started handing out grades and gave 200 to anyone who managed to finish it. But we used a scroll saw for that project to kind of get around those specific details. So I would like to do that today. I'm not going to do anything too hard, but I have these cute little cutout stickers of my niece and my nephew. How handsome and how cute. And my sister, if my sister loves anything, it is her kids. So I have these and I'm going to go out. I'm going to use my new scroll saw to cut out all the pieces. I'm going to need a base piece, a side piece, and then I'm going to use get these details out as well. So for now, I'm gonna go get my wood out of the garage and we're gonna start tracing out the shapes that I want. I don't know if everything's gonna fit on this piece of wood, but we're sure gonna try. So I just have this bowl here and I really want to make a nice rounded edge here. So if you don't know, a scroll saw is really great for making detail cuts and curved cuts. So I'm going to take advantage of that and obviously do it with my bookends here. Okay, got both of these. Flip. And on this side of the wood, which is split to high heavens, which again, this is scrap, so this is kind of why I'm using it. I'm just gonna line these girls up. Well, this girly up. And I'm gonna kind of create a shape. Now I'm not going crazy detailed with it, because again, time crunch. But I do really want to kind of get the basic look here. All right, here we have our shapes all ready to go. Now it is time to get out over to the scroll saw, which I'm a little nervous about, specifically about filming. So we'll see how that goes. Here is my scroll saw. We are outside my garage right now because I am not going to be cutting anything that has a warning about cancerous materials on the back of it in my home. So I've got the garage door open, kind of ready to go. Don't really have anywhere to put you guys, but I guess I'll figure it out. I do have some scrap particle board I was going to use for this as well, just from I think an old bathroom cabinet that the glass came broken in, so we wanted to return it and they just told us to keep it. So I just kept some of the scrap wood around just in case. The directions actually recommended not doing that because the blade will actually dull a lot faster. It says that it can take a half hour to 2 hours of continuous work before it breaks or dulls too much. I don't think we're going to be here that long, but we'll see. Okay, here we have her all set up and ready to go. You can see when I turn her on, it just moves up and down and up and down and up and down. And I do have a knob here that can make it go faster or slower. The directions do recommend kind of just moving with the blade. Don't try to shove it through or whatever because it takes its own time. So that is what we are going to do, and I'm going to try cutting my first piece. For your sake and mine, when I'm editing later, I am just going to I'm just gonna cut all the sound out of this so that it doesn't sound too annoying. So I'm not gonna be speaking much, just enjoy the ride. All right, we've been sawing for about 25 minutes. Here are all of my scraps, and here are all the pieces that I need. This one is a little rough, so what I think I'm gonna do before I head back inside, and while I still have all my power tools out, first of all, the curves, not too bad looking. I mean, the back one's a little messy, but the front one's really good. So I'm gonna clamp these down, and I'm going to sand them with my power sander so that they are even, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the bottom squares. It's not perfect, but it is so much better. This one is a little rough, this like curve, so I'm just gonna make that the back because I don't want to take too much off the side of this guy. But yeah, much rounder, much more even, and it looks pretty freaking good. All right, we're back in action. These guys have not been sanded. These ones have. They're still not perfect. That's okay. I'm still like really pleased with the way that they turned out regardless. So, here's what we're gonna do now. These guys still need sanding, but I want to get these guys put together first. So the way that this works is we are gonna take our edge here. I'm gonna make sure that I have this on like the uglier sides towards the back, obviously. Or really the uglier sides on the same side is really what matters. So they're not quite the back or the front yet. But you can see how this then becomes a bookend. Look, y'all, you can totally see it coming together. Yes, so this is kind of how I want everything to look. I still haven't sanded. Don't judge me for that one up there because it's pretty rough. But this is what it's gonna look like. I did end up chopping just a small side off of my niece here, just to make sure she still fit okay. I hate that she's like just the tiniest little bit taller than him, but I think I can survive because it's mostly her bony tail. Right here are the screws that I got. And I've got my drill bit. I just want to make sure they fit. If you've never seen this trick before, you got to put your screw behind, and if you can still see the treads of the screw from behind but not the actual inside, then it is the right side. So this actually feels like it's a little bit too big. Let me go get one smaller. Okay, so now you can see just the treads pretty clearly, and the inside is totally covered. So that is the size that we want. I'm just gonna screw that, pop my bit in, and I'm not really going for any sort of evenness here. It doesn't particularly matter, but I do know that I want them like this. So I'm going to kind of, let's see, which way is the back? This way is the back. So I want it lined up at the front, like this. And in theory, I should probably get my clamp. I just keep having to run out to the garage, man. I really do. Ugh. Okay, you can see I've got it clamped here. Pretty even on the bottom. And I'm just gonna screw 2 holes in here on both of these, and then I'm going to screw in my little screws, and then I'm going to paint them. Ooh, my drill is dying. Anyway, just gonna release my friend here. There we go. And there we have her. These all need paint about now, and obviously I still need to put this one together, but yeah. Paint and sanding. I gotta sand them, jeez. Ta-da! Woohoo! Okay, black paint. Everyone's getting a nice coat. And we're gonna grab, let's grab for my nephew first. Oops, wrong way. He goes this way, like that, you can see. And this little lady goes like this. Except I'm gonna have to make that modification to her that I didn't quite get to. Yeah, it's just gonna fold there, everywhere that she kind of overlaps a bit, and I'm just gonna cut the extra off. All right, something like that, just pulled it off, and just gonna stick them on. Just gonna kind of line them up at this point, and I'm just gonna mark the pencil where he lands. And I'm going to use a trick that I used back in the day quite a bit, and that is that I'm going to have the glue that I actually want to hold this baby down, which is going to be a little bit of E6000. And then I'm also gonna put some hot glue down, that way it can hold in its place while it is drying. Y'all, look how sweet my niece and nephew are. Oh, they look so good, and I'm so happy. Time check, we are at 12:30. And that was, of course, taking breaks to let this dry. I didn't like blast them with a hairdryer or anything, which obviously would have made it faster. I was working on some other stuff and trying to pack and, you know, get everything ready for the party. But yeah, they're so cute. I kind of want some now just because I love my niece and my nephew, and this feels like something extra that I would do, but nope, I'm gonna give it to their mom because that makes sense. And yeah, I think not bad for the first time using my scroll saw, not bad for the first time doing this project in literally years. I think I did this last when I was 13. And I'm almost 27, so it's been a hot minute, definitely over a decade since I've done this project or used a scroll saw even. So I have to say I'm pretty pleased with the outcome. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks cute to me. So with all of that said, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!